Chinese, it's me, Sarah, and today I thought I would share with you all my adoption story. So I'm a Chinese American adoptee, and I would say I identify as transracial and transnational at this moment, but I definitely feel maybe my opinions may change in the future. I'm still kind of figuring all that out. As an international adoptee, I definitely feel like I'm constantly trying to figure out my identity and how to just label and classify myself, because it is a very complicated navigation, and it's a journey that I will forever be on. Let's start from the very beginning, before I was adopted. So according to my paperwork, I was abandoned 2 days after being born. I was found in Pingshan City, Jiangxi Province, China, which is in southern China. They apparently looked for my birth parents for 2 months, but they couldn't find them, and I was officially declared an abandoned child. And I was given my Chinese name by the orphanage, which is Wang Yuan. Wang is the surname of the orphanage director, and many of the other children also got that surname. And yeah, that kind of sums up all the information that I know about myself before I was adopted. I thought I'd share with you guys some photos. So this is a photo of my orphanage. It's a little concrete building. This is a photo of the entryway. Here's a photo of the courtyard. I also have some photos of myself and some other children playing here. Here's a photo of me as a little human. And then here's a photo of me and some of the other children there at the time, and some of the workers at the orphanage. So yeah, that was the beginning of my life. I was then adopted by my parents. I was officially adopted November 9th, 1998, and I was around 21 months old. When my parents first adopted me, they actually thought I had hepatitis B, which I don't. I was retested in America, and we found out I don't have it. I mentioned this because many times when adopted parents adopt more than one more than one human from China, they need to adopt a disabled child the second time around. So I was labeled as disabled, but I don't really know how that came in. I don't know if maybe my birth mother had hepatitis B and somehow it was like in my blood when they did all that testing, or maybe it was just a false test, or maybe it was all fabricated. I really don't know anything about that at all. Yeah, that kind of sums up the beginning / process of my adoption. I thought I'd share some more photos. So here's a photo of just kind of some paperwork process. Here is a photo of me and my adopted parents. As you can see, we are different races. My adopted parents are Caucasian, also known as white, and then I am Asian. Then here's a photo of my adopted father, my sister, and me. And just so you all know, my sister and I are both adopted from China. We are not blood related, but we are a family. And I feel so fortunate to have had all of them in my life. I definitely consider my adopted family to be my real family, just because they have seen me grow. They have seen me become the person I am today. They are the ones who raised me, and they are so important to me. They are so important in my life. I don't know my birth parents, and to be honest, they're kind of strangers to me. I definitely feel as an international adoptee, you do deal with a lot, and there's a lot of weird navigation. I know growing up I dealt with a lot of racism, and I dealt with something I like to call invisible debt. Invisible debt is something I feel is created by the white savior mentality of like, oh, it's so kind of your parents to have adopted you. Like, oh, that was so wonderful of them. They're such angels. Oh, you should be so grateful. And they just kind of reinforce that opinion while also putting this pressure on you and kind of telling you to be this perfect ideal child that is honestly really unrealistic, but I need to be this ideal child just because I was adopted. And honestly, I feel that's a very toxic interaction to have with strangers, especially as a child. I will probably make another video on invisible death in the future, so please let me know if you're interested in that theory and concept. I'll dive into some more stories and explain why I feel that is toxic and problematic. It's definitely interesting being an international adoptee and dealing with the navigation of being a person of color raised by a white family in many times a more suburban white environment, just because many times you are seen as Asian still, but also seen as someone who has some more white privilege, but also you're kind of Chinese, you're kind of American, but you're kind of too American to be Chinese, but too Chinese to be American. It's just this really weird place to be in, socially and racially, just because you deal with a lot. I feel as a person I've definitely grown to understand my relationship with all this more, but I'm still always trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to understand who I am as a person, and I hope that will forever be something in my life, just because I never want to stop reflecting and I never want to stop growing. Yeah, that kind of sums it up. Thank you so much for watching my adoption story. Please like, click that notification bell, and subscribe so you can join me on more videos and we can have fun chitty chitty chat chats. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching my adoption story. Bye honeys! Mwah!